So do I need to, are you going to be sharing some documents, Trish, from your computer?
I'm going to leave the meeting.
Okay.
No, I won't. I had emailed everything out that I wanted you guys to have, so.
So I can share it from mine, I suppose, when you want to look through it. I lost Trish again. Oh, there she is. Trish, it looks like you're muted. Okay, Larry's on. Hey, Larry. How's it? All right, Trish just dropped off again. So the one person we need to be on the call keeps dropping.
Jeff, do I have video?
No. Yeah, it's, I don't know, it looks like it's looking at the ceiling, but I don't think it matters.
Hell with it. I'll leave it be.
Fine. Trish, can you hear me okay?
I can now.
Okay, all right. Okay, so we'll call the, oh, Jeff High dropped off. This is going to be interesting to see if we can get through a whole meeting. I'm going to call the tax equalization meeting to order here.
Sherry.
Yeah, I was just calling to see if you were getting it up. You're up and going. You're going up and going.
Both.
Here comes Jeff.
All right, we ready to rock?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to call the April 2020 tax equalization meeting to order. Did everyone get the April 10th of 2019 tax equalization meeting minutes from?
Hello.
Yeah, Sherry. I have no audio.
Oh, Lord.
You have no audio?
No, I can see everything, but I have no audio.
Okay. Is it? No, it's not muted, or it'll be muted up there. You want to run over here? You surely can, because I don't need to sit on this. I can just need to listen and take notes. That's up to you.
Yeah. Well, I'd have to call you on my regular phone because this is a track phone and it's killing minutes.
All right. Hey, bye.
Okay, bye.
I don't know how that's going to work.
Two.
So what's he going to do?
I really don't know. He says he's calling on his regular phone.
How's that going to work?
It's not. I told him he could come over here and use this one. All I need to do is take notes.
Okay. If he calls you, just tell him to go over there and we're going to start the meeting. So did everyone have a chance to review the minutes from the April 10th, 2019 tax equalization meeting?
I did.
If so, were there any additions or corrections?
I move to approve as printed.
Laura moves to approve. Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Jeffrey High, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right. So what is your agenda, Trish, for this meeting? What are we going to go over first?
So I sent an email out to Sherry with an agenda on there.
Okay.
I don't know if you all have it.
I have a regular agenda.
I didn't print the ones off that she sent. I just emailed you those.
You have 15 homestead credit applicants. You have Colette Eisinger listed twice. Is there
Oh,
a
I'm sorry.
Is there a reason for that?
No, that was an error.
So technically it should be 14
Correct.
applicants.
Sorry.
So I have the Gackle Board of Equalization. That's got to be the minutes, right? I do not have an agenda. Oh, I do. I do have an agenda. Okay. So, first thing on the agenda is the homestead credit applications. So we'll go over the homestead credit applications first. It looks like we had a double up, so there's actually 14 applicants.
Correct.
What do we need to do with that set of applicants, Trish?
Just approve those. I also attached a separate list of the applicants. If you have any questions on any of them, they all applied just like they do every year. It's based on 65 years and older. Based on your income after your medical expenses are deducted, and these people apply to my office every year. Whether they qualify, it's up to me to decide if they qualify for the exemption or not. These people have all turned in applications and qualify according to the law.
I guess that list looks good to me. Does anyone have any questions on that list at all?
I move to approve the homestead credit applicants, the disabled veterans credit, and the property tax exemptions as presented.
Okay. Do I have a second on that?
Second.
Andrew, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, motion passes. Next on the agenda, I have the certificate of real estate. That's all the same, right?
Yep. So the disabled veterans credit are your disabled veterans that are honorably discharged. They qualify through my office too. And then the certificate of real estate exemptions, those are the churches, the charitable organizations that qualify. They also fill out an application and turn it back in to me.
Right. So Lauren had approved the 14 for the homestead credit, 1 for the disabled vets, and 7 for the real estate per his motion.
Yep.
Okay. So next on the list, and I'm going to try and share this sales ratio. Give me 1 second. Okay. I'm going to share my screen. Commercial sales ratio study. Okay, can everyone see that?
Yep. Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So that's just the commercial sales for the last few years. Most of those sales are in Napoleon. Gackle doesn't have a lot of commercial property. The bottom half of those sales are supplements. So those are appraisals that I go out and do to verify that the value is where we think it would sell for. Some of those are high, some of those are low. But basically the commercial property falls within the 90 to 100%. There's no need to make any changes to any commercial property right now in Gackle.
Okay.
There's limited property in Gackle. A lot of your commercial property, vacant lots are considered commercial property. And then the few businesses, that you have in town, it's pretty limited. So there isn't a lot of property. Commercial property doesn't change hands very often, even in Napoleon. So there's not a lot to go on, but that's what we have. But with commercial property, we are in tolerance. We're at 93.66%. So no change is necessary.
Okay. So we don't need to make any motions with that?
Nope. So next is the residential sales.
Okay, 1 second, let me bring that up here. Okay, can everyone see that okay?
Yes.
Yep.
All right, go ahead, Trish.
Okay, so those 4 that are highlighted at the bottom, that's the 4 residential sales we had in Gackle for 2019. There were more, but when people file a quitclaim deed, I can't use those sales. So, you know, a lot of times those smaller, or I shouldn't say, the lower value properties a lot of times are exchanged through quitclaim deeds because it's just easier. But then I can't use the sale in my study. It exempts it out. So these are the 4 good sales that we had in Gackle last year. You know, 3 of them are still, well, 2 of them were under, 1 was over, and 1 was right where we needed it to be. But if you look overall at the last 3 years, we're in tolerance finally. We're at 90%, which, you know, there's probably still obviously some work to do, but we're squeezing in, we're getting closer. You know, we're gonna have those ones that are a little bit higher than what I have them assessed at. They might, you know, I might have them valued higher because I think they should sell higher. But that doesn't necessarily mean, we don't know until the property would sell. But based on the square footage, the year built, that's how property is, a lot of the property is valued. So it's just, you take a stab at it based on those criteria, and sometimes I'm going to be high and sometimes I'm going to be low. You know, you try to get as close to what you think it would sell for as possible, but it's a hard act to follow. I mean, it's hard to get that close sometimes. So
Okay.
But so far, you know, it's I feel better. I mean, honestly, it's looking a lot better than it has in past years. We're getting closer, you know, as far as getting the numbers squeezed in a little bit more. So that's a good sign as far as I'm concerned. I don't know if you have any questions on any of those properties, which ones they were, or
Which was the 100 and the 100 and, or it sold for 135?
Yes.
Which property was that?
That was
Clifford
Schlenkers to Praslers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep. You know, Gumke's had sold it to Schlenker. Well, then Schlenker decided he couldn't use it or whatever. Things fell through on his end. And then he turned around and I think Roger and Judith moved to town, right? And are living in that property now?
Correct.
Yep. So, you know, it sold last year, but then it turned around and sold again this year. And it's still a good sale.
Okay.
Who was number 16? The sale price was $12,500.
That was Derek Martin just bought a property. It was owned by Enzi or Ensminger, Jeff Ensminger's.
I don't know where that'd be.
That's the house beside Joe Zinker.
Oh, sure. So based on the fact that our numbers are coming in closer, what's your recommendation, being that we went up 16% last year?
Well, so if you pull up the other sales ratio study that I sent you, that's the one where it includes everything in the county, and that's what we have to go by.
Okay, so Logan County sales ratio one?
Yep.
Okay, let me share that quick.
So that's all the sales for the last 2 years in Napoleon, Gackle, Lara, Fredonia, any city in Logan County. And that's what the state is going to look at to see if we're in tolerance. So if you look at all the sales, we're at 92.44%. So as a county, we're in tolerance without having to make any changes. It's a good feeling. So those increases that we've had to go over the years have finally paid off. And we're sitting right where we need to be. And you know, as the market, as properties continue to sell, I have a feeling that values may have to come down. You know, we're in this situation right now, meeting like we are, and the economy could be a little interesting for a while. So,
Right.
It could, you know, we may have to decrease property values. It's just a matter of wait and see how things sell now for 2020, or if any property sells. I haven't seen anything yet so far in Gackle. So it's yet to be determined what's going to happen for next year. But for this year, I am recommending no changes in value for Gackle on residential property.
Nice.
Okay. So, I guess, are there any other questions from the board on that?
No.
No,
Sounds good.
Looks good. Thanks, Trish.
Okay, so then I sent Sherry the assessment books, and that's a book that I print out every year and has the values of every property in Gackle. I sent it out. You guys could review that at your own time. The last thing we'll need is a motion to approve all the values for 2020 for approval of the assessment books.
So
we
moved.
need to give, wait some time if somebody wants to protest.
Nope. Well, if they, here's their opportunity right now. If somebody doesn't like their property value, now would be the time to, so speak up, I guess. And this is just on your valuation of your property, not how much you pay in taxes or anything like that. It's just what the value of your property is. That's what this meeting is about.
Do we have to give them a certain amount of time to call in, or?
No.
I guess what I'm getting at is if we approve it and somebody calls in 10 minutes from now, does that change anything?
No. Once we approve it here, it's a done deal. So then the process would be for them to file an abatement, just like Wurzer has in the past, or, you know, we've gotten abatements before where we've had to change evaluation. That's the next step. So here is the chance right now to disagree with your valuation if you need to.
I'll second Andy's motion.
All right, motion made by Andrew, seconded by Jeff to accept. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right. So, let's see. What else did we have? Approve assessment book. That's all we had for the equalization meeting. Is that correct, Trish?
That's correct.
Okay. Are there any, I had opened it up, I had unmuted the line for that, I don't know, 5 minutes, if there was anyone who wanted to, and I didn't see anyone saying anything, so I will assume we are good to adjourn the meeting.
I move that we adjourn the Board of Equalization meeting.
I'll second it.
Larry, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, that adjourns our tax equalization meeting for 2020.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Trish.
Thank you.
Have a good evening.
You too.
Can Sherry hear anything yet? I just got a text from her that she can't hear. Do we know if she's
Who can't?
Sherry? I assume she still can't. She's not saying anything, right?
Looks like she's rejoining. So give her a minute to sync up on audio. Hopefully we never have to do this again.
Jeff.
Okay, Sherry, I see Sherry again. Can you hear us, Sherry? Boy, it's going to be hard to have a meeting without an auditor. So I wonder why all of a sudden she would have lost. Because now I can hear Larry, and Larry can obviously hear us.
Yeah, I
can hear you, Jeff.
turned my speakers on. That helped a lot.
Oh, that helps a little bit, huh? Any luck, Sherry?
We put it on the phone, so I've got it on the computer. Now we're listening on the phone.
Okay, when did you lose connectivity?
A long time ago.
Okay.
A while ago.
What's the last motion you had?
On the homestead application, that's where I went dead at. That's
Okay.
the beginning.
All right. Well, I have notes here, but just so we had Lauren made the first motion on the home credit and the disabled vets and the excluded properties. Who seconded that? Was that you, Jeff? I think.
I don't remember seconding that part. It might have been.
I believe Larry Larson, I think.
Okay. And then the second one was on leaving commercial properties alone. Who was that? Lauren moved on that, right?
Yes.
And then who seconded that? Jeff?
I don't remember doing that one, but I remember just Andrews was the only one. But
Andrew
yeah,
so Andrew was the last one to adjourn.
right.
No, that was to leave the. Gonna have to record this thing and play it back at some point if we didn't have audio.
Yeah. Okay, so Andrew,
Adjourn. Lauren.
who motion to adjourn?
Lauren did.
I think Andrew and I motion to approve the leaving it as the same, didn't we?
On the residential?
Right. Could be wrong, but I think that's what we approved to do.
Okay.
We had four motions. We had the first one from Lauren. I don't remember. I think that was Lauren and Larry. Then we had we had the commercial property left alone, and we had the residential property be left alone. And then we had the adjournment.
Okay, on the adjournment, who seconded?
Larry did. I remember hearing that.
Okay. And you called the meeting at what time?
About 6:12.
Okay. All right, gotcha.
All right, so we're going to call the regular council meeting for Monday, April 6th, 2020 to order. The current time is 6:35 p.m. Did everyone have a chance to look through March 16th makeup meeting minutes from Sherry? If so, are there any questions or additions, corrections? If not, I'll take a motion to approve the March meeting minutes.
Move to accept the minutes.
Thank you, Lauren. Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Larry, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right. There were no visitors on the agenda. for today, so we'll move on to reports. I spoke with Bill Munson today. Got 2 updates from him. One, the water heater at City Hall went out, so he went to town to, I believe, Jamestown today to pick up, and he's going to be working on replacing that at some point this week. And he talked to a guy from Team Lab. They've got a new product for patch repair on streets, and they want to have those tested out. So Bill kind of bartered with him a little bit and talked him into getting us 25 bags of this new product to test out, and they're free, and they want us to test them out and see how they hold up. So Bill will be getting those shortly, and when it warms up a little bit, we'll see if that's a little better product than we've done in the past, and maybe something we can look at to patch some streets. That's all he had. Sherry, what do you have anything?
No, only that we're for voting. I will be sending out for the election. I will be sending out in with the water bills that they can get mail-in ballots from me, so they don't have to go all the way to Napoleon.
Okay.
That's it. Oh, you know what I do need to do though? I'm sorry. I need to take this and figure for the election.
Mm-hmm.
Taylor Lund and Andrew Heflin will both be running.
Okay.
So I am going to take a bowl here, pull out a name because I need to know the rotation.
Oh, drawing for the order on the ballot?
Order on the ballot will be Taylor Lund first, Andrew Heflin second. And we didn't get anybody for the Gackle Park Board.
Okay.
Okay, we're good.
Let's see here. Andrew Heflin, do you have anything special for Water Sewer Police?
Nope, not at this time.
Jeffrey High, anything for Park, Streets, Lighting, Library?
No, sir.
Larry Larson, Garbage, Airport, Ambulance, and Health?
Nothing.
And Lauren, do you have any fire or building permits?
Yes, 2 permits. Troy Nelson wants to put a addition on his garage. I don't know the cost. I don't know the numbers. And Joe Unger, that's the Rose Bend house. They did a bathroom remodel for $4,500.
Do we want to wait on Troy's when we know a final number, or do you just want to approve it?
Let's approve it, and then we can, when I fill out the permit, I'll know more. He didn't even know the dimensions. He thought about 24 by 20.
Okay, and then also I need a building permit for myself for about $7,500 for some garage work that I'm doing.
Didn't we approve
That one last month. We approved that last month.
Did we? Okay.
That was for the bathroom.
Well, for the bathroom date, this is a different thing.
Okay.
Okay. And what was yours, Jeff? What was it for?
Last month's was just for that basement bathroom. This one is for, I'm having my garage doors raised and new garage door installed. It's going to be a little bit of extra work, so it's going to cost about $7,500.
Okay.
So I'll take a motion on building permit for Troy Nelson, Joel Unger, and myself.
I'll make a motion.
Jeffrey High, can I get a second?
I'll second.
Larry Larson, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, old business. City bought 2 new fire extinguishers.
I think Bill made the call today,
Okay. And got them ordered?
right?
Okay. Okay, Sherry's gonna continue to keep Thursday hours. The door will stay locked. Must be known to enter. Sherry will look into prices for track phone long distance at the hall. Was that for like conference calls? Or what was that for?
No,
We could do something different with all the phone calls she's getting on her personal phone and text that are very inappropriate and need to be done anymore. So we're trying to figure out a way to delete that option and have something up at the hall or, something other than her personal phone, if that makes sense.
No, it makes sense.
Okay, what did you find out, Sherry?
Verizon I thought was a little too much, and I've been trying to call Walmart, for one of those track phones where you're only paying for minutes that you use.
Ask him.
Versus a monthly thing, but you can't get through to Walmart.
I thought you checked on long distance for the hall.
Well, I with that's not going to really help because from 9 to 5, I'm only in there 2 days a week answering the phones there. I'm getting all these after hours and during the day.
You got an answering
on my phone. Huh?
You got an answering machine. You don't want to have to answer them every day or all hours of the night. All
Well,
right.
if we did a track phone, I could answer it up till 5, and then I don't know. We were just looking into that.
All right.
I mean, I'm open to any kind of solution that keeps you from getting harassed on your, personal cell phone after hours. So if you want to continue to look into it, I'm all for it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to look at the track phone, because that one you're just paying for minutes that are used, and it wouldn't have any internet, anything extra, just the phone, and that's it.
Right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can maybe look into some of that too if I've got some time this evening. So,
Okay.
4th of July celebration, the $500 donation. Tarring the table or tar machine be tabled until the future. Did we were still looking at buying that one tar machine?
Yep. With everything being on hold now, I don't know how much to do that or whatnot. So at this time, I should say.
I believe we did do the burn pile at the dump. Is that correct, Lauren?
Yes, we did. And the plans are to remove the old cafe building yet. And at that point, Ricky Nino probably go out to the dump. He tries splitting some of them old big stumps that don't want to burn and let them dry out so they burn. And then also we'd clean up all the iron residue from the burning. There's no cost estimate yet on that. I don't have that available. But Ricky looked at it, and it would save a lot of space.
Okay. And we're waiting for him to come down and take a look. I take it?
That's correct.
Okay.
And I think we'd have more answers at the next month's meeting.
All right. Residents were advised not to flush paper, towels, wet wipes, and napkins down toilets. Been causing problems for residents and the city. So just want a reminder of that. And then, and I wasn't at the meeting, but I did receive a copy of the questions. Marilyn Nystrom had read 2 pages of questions for the council. I had reviewed them and had the council review them as well. And I guess it was determined by a unanimous decision that all the questions had been addressed at a council meeting, and therefore we weren't going to take special time to address them again. So that's kind of where that's at. New business. There were 2 things, I think. One was the drawing which Sherry did, and the other one was just an update on the street project. Obviously, with the pandemic of COVID-19 and everything that's been going on with people being laid off, uncertainty surrounding the economy and how it's going to impact our small community, and just not being able to really get answers from even more engineering right now as to best ways to approve. I guess my opinion is that we table any kind of street project indefinitely until we know how long of an impact this is going to be and how deep of an impact it's going to be. I know I've had one-off conversations with a few of you, and I think the sentiment is all kind of the same, that this time of uncertainty, that it would be pretty unrealistic for us to make any kind of commitment to a street project when there's so many things that we don't know. So I guess if anyone wanted to add on to that or add their own sentiment, feel free.
I guess I feel the same way. There's way too many uncertainties. There's even talk of stimulus money, which maybe we could get some help there. So I think it needs to be tabled. It's just impossible for anybody to try to do something with all the issues that have arisen.
When talking to Tom from Moore Engineering, he was the engineer that was in charge of it. He said that a lot of the other projects they're working on have gone the same route to, put things on hold. He did say that we're probably going to owe at least some money for the coring and the street reports that we've gotten up until this point, and he was going to look at what that would be, but I'm guessing we'll get a bill for at least part of that, and then he thought maybe in a few weeks we'd have an update. So I guess that's all I really had regarding that one. Does anyone have anything else regarding the street project?
No.
Did anyone else have any new business they wanted to add? Discuss. Go ahead, Dan.
I heard before there's, sorry, a one spot open on the park board now already. And if Taylor Lund, is that with Taylor Lund, if he does get elected onto the council, then he can't have a spot either. We should try and pursue some, I don't know what the best option is.
If he leaves, there'll be two open.
Okay, so two with him. And
Could we go back to the,
excuse
me, could we go back to the street project?
Sure.
I'm willing to make a motion that we just table the project till a later date. I'd make that as a motion.
Okay.
I'll second that.
Larry, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, motion carries.
Okay, sorry, Andy, back to you.
No, you're fine. I was just, is there any interest at all? There's a few projects going on, with the park board and everything. I hate to see them, down 2 members. Have you heard anything as far as interest from anybody?
I think maybe we need to go out and campaign, because by law, I think we need the park board as a 5-member group. So I think we need to campaign to accomplish that.
Is Mike still on? Can we, ask him if he's heard of any interest or any ideas?
It is still on.
Who's on it right now?
I believe it's Mike Martin, Nicole Sigmund.
Taylor Lund is right now.
Katie, Roof.
Katie,
Okay.
Right.
Just the 4 right now?
And there was a 5th. This is Taryn Griffith, I think, was the 5th, right?
Well, she quit about 3 months ago, from what I understand.
Right.
Hey, Mike, are you still there?
I'm still here. I was waiting for you to unmute me.
Sorry, bud.
No, that's right. Taryn resigned last summer, and that's when Taylor Bubba Lund came on.
Okay.
And then, yeah, we have interest. Nobody's done filed a petition to get on the ballot, so it's going to be write-in. But I've only heard of one person right now.
Okay.
So would you have you only need one person, would you have a 5-member board then?
No, if Bubba gets elected to the city council, then we will be, and that one person gets elected, we'll only have 4 again. So there's going to be 2 spots open, and we only have one person that's interested.
Do you have any ideas how we could get the word out to more people, or show some interest in this, or
Yeah.
are you guys pursue anything now? I guess I shouldn't say that you're not. I don't want to make you.
No. I mean, you're right. I mean, I haven't heard anything. I haven't heard anybody interested in doing anything. I haven't, we haven't had a meeting in several months because of this and the weather and all that stuff. So we haven't been together. We have proposals for tearing down the pool, this, that, and the other. And, right now it's kind of like this road project. Everything's up in the air. We got a lot of stuff going on, but, not anybody able to do anything.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, hopefully it changes here. So.
Right. Well, and I mean, that's one thing, I was on the ballot with the write-in and got on, and I know that one other person's probably getting enough people to get on and then just take it from there. But we can definitely, put an ad in the paper, put an ad on Gackle website, put an ad on the Gackle Parkboard Facebook page and all that, and see what kind of response we get.
Okay. Thanks, Mike.
Yep.
Thanks for bringing that up, Drew. Is there anything else that wanted to be added to this agenda? If not, we'll take a look at the bills. Anyone have any questions on the bills? Now I'll take a motion to approve.
Motion to approve the bills as presented.
Lauren, can I get a second?
Second.
Andrew, all in favor?
Aye.
All right. Well, that's all I have on my agenda. Next meeting, May 4th. Is everyone good to pushing it back to 8 p.m.?
I'm good.
In favor of that.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Monday, May 4th, 2020 at 8 p.m. If there's no further questions, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
I'll make.
Larry, motion. Can I get a second?
Second.
Andrew, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Meeting is adjourned. What's that, Sherry?
I didn't hear who moved and who did the second. Who motioned first?
Andrew seconded.
Mine's great. Okay, who did it first?
Larry made the motion and Andrew seconded.
All right, there we go. Got it. Thank you.
Yep. Thanks, guys.
All right, thanks everybody.
Thanks for getting this together, Jeff.
Yeah.
Yep. Thanks, Jeff.
All right, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sherry.
Thank you. Bye bye.